hours. But then I have a problem where I try to tinker with some things off stream. I was like, you know what? I log in. I'm like, listen, I'm just going to get a bunch of boring research out of the way, right? Nobody's even going to notice if I get a bunch of research done. It's like, okay, fucking Devil Strand, Pemmican, Cocoa Grove. Like, nobody's even going to notice, right? But while the research is happening, okay, I'm like, well, okay. Maybe I'll get a little bit of wood and I'll get a little bit of steel, just so when we log in tonight, like I can kind of just start building, right? I don't want to build anything. I don't want you guys to show up and everything is different, but we're gonna just get everything and set it aside, right? But then next thing you know is like 6 hours go by, and not only have you set aside that wood, not only have you set aside that steel for building, you've also set aside 12,000 cloth, right? 10,000 corn, right? 4,000 stone blocks, right? Not only that, but you've also collected 75 components, 4,000 steel. But guess what else you did? Guess what else you did? You were like, you know what else nobody will notice, right? Nobody will notice if I get all the drugs made. So we're going to have some... Okay, listen, we got to have antibiotics. That way, if people get hurt, we can save them from infection. But if we're making antibiotics, we might as well make penoxycline and put everybody on penoxycline so they don't get sick. But really, we also maybe should have some go juice. Maybe we should have some easy flu. Maybe we should have some wake up. Maybe we should... okay, well, if we're making all that, you know, at the end of the day, we should probably make some Morpha Blue, some Sapphire Meth, some Blue Haze, right? Next thing you know, you have an entire drug cabinet full of drugs, all of which we sell for a lot of money. The point of the story is, after about 6 hours, you find that you've gone from about a reasonable 80,000 wealth to like 130,000 wealth, all because you wanted to get a little research done. And then you're like, fuck, I don't want to go live with an extra 50,000 wealth and get a raid that just comes in and kills me after I've spent all this time. Like, I probably should just put some turrets up just as a baseline to keep us safe. But you're like, oh fuck. Well, if I put the turrets up, I gotta power them, and if I gotta power them, I gotta put the green energy in. And next thing you know, here we are. You guys see what I'm saying, right? Like that. It seems like a pretty. This is a natural. Like everybody does this, right? How many times did that happen to you? Evil Cal, I want to tell you about the first... Let me tell you about the first... Okay, first of all, the answer is... I want to say consistently. It's been a little while since I've done this. It's been a little while since I did this. There was one time... This is when I realized that it was a problem. There was one time, like a year ago, I think we started a tribal run. And... we left off the first night after like 5 hours. Like we didn't have microelectronics research, right? Like we didn't even have like comms console or anything. And I wasn't able to stream for like 5 days because I had like a work trip and I had to travel. And I was like, I'm just gonna tinker with the base. All right. A week later, I log into the same run. My entire base, which was wood when we left it, was made from reinforced sky steel that I was getting from the outposts that I set up. It was fine floors, fine carpeting, rim atomics turrets everywhere. It was like a 4 million colony well. Because every day I was like, I'm just gonna tinker. Like nobody's gonna notice. And it's a bit of a boiling frog, right? Like, I don't realize how far I've gotten until, like, I hit a critical point and I go, this is too far, but I just want to finish this one last thing. I just want to finish this one. What if I just get the rim atomics turrets up and that'll be it? That's it. That's all I want to do. But then there's always another thing. So... I would say that this, what you see here, is a minor This is like a minor offense, okay, compared to what I used to do. I don't know. How many times has this happened to me?
Quite a few times.
50 times?
More.
100 times?
More.
200 times?
More.
500 times?
Probably.